Early voting is now underway in Clarksville, as the community also grapples with a tragic murder-suicide, while APSU makes headlines with a professor's firing and a big hockey matchup.
We will have all that and more on this episode of APSU TV News.
Welcome back to your APSU TV News. I'm Caleb Scott.
And I'm Jasmine Logan. Clarksville police say the man who killed his parents and then himself this week had a violent history. Investigators confirm 48-year-old Michael Powers was convicted in a 1996 homicide, later pleading down to reckless homicide and aggravated assault. Powers served time, but records show he faced additional arrests in later years, including a criminal trespass case closed earlier this month. Officers found Powers and his parents dead inside a home on Idlewood Drive Tuesday. His late parents were Catherine Powers, 74, and Scott Powers, 75. Detectives ruled it a double homicide-suicide. The police say there is no ongoing threat to the public. Two suspects already accused in the 2024 stabbing death of Fort Campbell soldier PFC. Katia Dunez Aguilar are facing new charges for child sex abuse. Sofia Rodaz, 36, and Ronaldo Salinas Cruz, 40, have been in federal custody for other offenses, and a grand jury has now indicted them on multiple rape and sex abuse charges involving an 8-year-old and a 16-year-old. Rodaz is also accused of knowing about the abuse, failing to report it, and helping Salinas Cruz avoid arrest. The arraignment for these new charges is set for October 6th in Montgomery County. Authorities say the case remains under investigation.
An Austin Peay professor has lost his job after sharing a post on social media about conservative influencer Charlie Kirk's murder. School leadership informed the campus of the firing of Darren Michael in an email Friday. Michael was a theater professor here at Austin Peay since 2007, winning numerous awards while also being a published playwright and author. APSU President Mike Licari announced the professor had been fired due to resharing a post about Charlie Kirk. Licari says the post was insensitive and disrespectful.
An immigration crackdown in Washington is taking a toll on children attending the district's schools. Some have had parents detained, while others fear they or their families could be next. Volunteers have started walking buses, escorting groups of children on foot to school so parents too afraid to leave home know their kids are arriving safe to class. Teachers say the heightened police presence has created fear and anxiety, and in some cases, poor attendance. Research shows immigration raids near schools can lead to lower academic outcomes, especially for Latino students. Homeland Security officials stress immigration agents have not entered schools to make arrests, but educators say the fear alone is having lasting effects on children and families. You should see lower interest rates on some loans and credit cards. The Federal Reserve has cut interest rates for the first time in 9 months. Now its benchmark rate is about 4.1%. The move comes as inflation progress has slowed and the job market has weakened. The effects will be mixed for consumers. Mortgage and credit card borrowers may eventually see some relief, while auto loan rates are expected to stay high for now. Savers will also likely notice yields on high-yield savings accounts start to decline. The Fed projects at least 2 more rate cuts before the end of the year.
You can now head to the polls and cast your vote early as a part of Tennessee's 7th District. Early voting is underway for the special called primary of the United House of Representatives. The polls are open from 8 in the morning until 7 at night, every day up until October 2nd. You can find out more at www.mcgtm/election or call 931-648-5707. Clarksville fire officials are urging residents to use extreme caution as drought conditions continue across the area. Channel At says much of Middle Tennessee is seeing moderate to severe dryness, and that means the risk of fire is growing. Officials say yard burning, outdoor grilling, and even something as small as a cigarette butt could spark a dangerous blaze. They're also warning about fireworks and power tools that can throw sparks into dry grass. Neighborhoods with dry landscaping are just as vulnerable as wooded areas. Residents are asked to avoid open burning, keep fire extinguishers nearby, and report any signs of smoke right away. Fire officials say with everyone taking precautions, Clarksville can reduce the risk of a major fire.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
This was an assassination.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Hey everyone, I'm Jasmine Logan, and welcome back to the Political Corner. Witnesses took the stand Wednesday in the trial of Ryan Ruth. Ruth is accused of attempting to assassinate President Trump. Authorities say the 59-year-old created a sniper's nest at Trump's golf club in Florida last September, waiting hours to fire on Trump. Jack Wu has details on the trial happening this week in Fort Pierce.
This was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I am so sorry I failed you. Those are the first words Ruth wrote in a 12-page Dear World letter found in one of his former employees' homes. Ruth previously admitted to writing the letter, but says it was taken out of context. And a major witness testified against Ruth, a man named Ronnie Oxendine. He was found guilty of possession of an illegal firearm back in July. He recounted selling the SKS rifle to Ruth with the serial number visible. It would later be obliterated. The jury saw surveillance video of Ruth purchasing a prepaid phone prior to the incident, a phone he later used at the scene of the crime. Jurors saw messages sent back and forth between Oxendine and another friend of Ruth talking about serial numbers. This is week 2 of the trial, and Ruth has never tried to deny that he was the man on the golf course.
Prosecutors expect to rest their case by the end of the week, and Ruth has been told to be ready to call witnesses starting today. FBI Director Kash Patel appeared before the House Judiciary Committee facing tough questions from lawmakers for the second day in a row. On Wednesday, he was grilled about his action or inaction related to the Epstein files. Tuesday, Patel was accused of mishandling information regarding the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Sherelle Hubbard has the details.
FBI Director Kash Patel in the hot seat for the second day in a row. At Tuesday's hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee, he was scolded about statements he made early in the Charlie Kirk death investigation.
You claim that you have a suspect in a serious assassination. Whoops, then you don't have a suspect.
At Wednesday's hearing, lawmakers also focused on the Epstein files.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're gonna
or
mock
no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us.
One lawmaker accused Patel of being involved in a cover-up regarding the Epstein files.
Just look at the stats, and you talk about cover-ups, man.
Mr. Chairman,
you talk about cover-ups.
And I will take as much time as I
Where
want.
were you during the
Instruct
Obama
the
and
witness,
Biden
Mr.
administrations
Chairman.
when these so-called
Instruct the
cover-ups were
witness.
going on?
He also faced sharp rebukes from some Democrats over his leadership ability as FBI director.
Your supporters had hoped that you would graduate from imagining yourself a romantic fairy tale knight to actually running America's premier federal law enforcement agency.
During the roughly 5-hour-long hearing, some members of the GOP-controlled panel did come to Patel's defense.
Director Patel is getting the bad guys off the street.
At another point in the hearing, Patel was non-committal on whether he would meet with Epstein's victims. I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
The Republican-majority House Judiciary Committee voted 20-19 to block a push by Democrats to subpoena banks associated with Epstein. Conservatives on the committee praised Patel for his work over the past several months and his decision to shift the Bureau's focus onto issues like immigration. President Donald Trump's plan to send the National Guard into Memphis has stirred some mixed reactions. Some residents are fearful the troops will not address root causes of crime and could hurt the city's image. Others, including local restaurant owners, say troops may help reduce violence, and they are offering free meals in support. Memphis leaders point to poverty, gun access, and education as deeper issues fueling crime. Governor Bill Lee told the Daily Memphian about 150 National Guard members could arrive soon, but details on their role in Memphis are still being worked out. Well, that's all for politics. Stay tuned for the weather after this short break.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
The weather has been really nice lately. It's been heating up a little bit again, but you know, I'm so ready for
to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to learn with state-of-the-art tools and facilities, so we give it to them. We show them how to be effective social workers, enhancing everyone's well-being. They experience how their classroom lessons change lives. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Your unforgettable experience. Be a part of a community of champions. There's a place for you in our winning legacy. Feel the synergy of the Governor's pride. Create memories and victories that will last a lifetime. Your victory starts here.
So Mario, how's your week been going?
It's been good. How's y'all's going?
Pretty good. It's a little hotter than I would like for it to be, honestly. I'm so ready for that fall weather and everything that comes with it.
Hey, today's a good day to go out, go catch some Govs hockey, go Govs. First home game, and I'm gonna get to some weather here.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear about it.
We'll see you there.
See you there. And speaking of the weather, it is a cloudy day here in Montgomery County, 87 degrees, and with winds going off towards 5 miles towards the east, no rain at all, as you can see. And that's some good, that's some good cloud coverage right there. Zero to little cloud coverage, and it's gonna be nice for the rest of the day. And then we got clear skies, 75 degrees, northeast 10 miles per hour. It's a strong gust of wind for Clarksville today. Of course, no rain in sight. That's a good sign to see because, you know, Clarksville is always rain city, as we always know. So 75 degrees, nice. And then current national temperature, we got Atlanta over here with 89 degrees. And then New York, 84, Chicago, 79, Denver, the Rocky Mountains up at 75, and then LA and the West Coast over here at 73. And then our 5-day forecast looks like this. Today is a high of 89, a low of 61. Nice to see those temperatures dropping. It's fall time now. And then Saturday, it's 88 degrees, 64. Govs on the road, unfortunately, so no football there. 85 degrees for a high on Sunday and 67 low. 85, 67 low. And then it's raining. And then Tuesday, cloudy skies. We get back to some decent warm weather. 78, 6-degree lows. And that is all we had today for your local and national weather. APSU will be returning after this break with your campus sports.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As veterans, we can tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to pull their knowledge out of the classroom and into the field. So we give it to them. We give them the opportunity to learn the latest farming methods with professional farm equipment. They need to see how to use what they learn. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Put a
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. They expect to pull their knowledge out of the classroom and into the field. So we give it to them. We give them the opportunity to learn the latest farming methods with professional farm equipment. They need to see how to use what they learn. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Hello, I'm Roman Senna, bringing you all things sports here in Clarksville. First up, our APSU Govs football. They went and won 56-7 against Moorhead last Saturday to bring them to your Govs football team won 56-7 last Saturday against Moorhead State University. The offense and defense fought hard to deliver a blowout victory for their first home game of the season, especially the Govs' run game, which took center stage Saturday night, as 7 of the 8 touchdowns scored came from rushing plays. This bounce back after the previous loss to number 5 Georgia leaves them 2-1 going into Abilene, Texas, where they will play their next game this Saturday against ACU. Next up, your Govs volleyball team, who finished out the SIUE Cougar Classic this weekend, with a loss of 2-3 to Seattle and a loss of 0-3 to Air Force. They will be playing Bradley Friday morning. They have begun the Alyssa Kavanaugh Classic this morning, playing Bradley, and will be continuing it this weekend with a. They will be continuing the Alyssa Kavanaugh Classic this weekend as they hope to improve their record this season. And 0-3 against Air Force. Austin Peay's continued. And they will be facing Western Kentucky to finish off the Alyssa Kavanaugh Classic. Next up, your soccer team, your women's soccer team. They have currently 0 wins on the season as they lost again yesterday, Thursday morning. But in light of that loss, they were able to score their first goal of the season, which brought them 1-1 early in the half to tie the game. But after a penalty forced against Bellarmine, they would go and score 2-3. They would go and score a second goal, finishing the game off. Next up, your women's golf team, and they're placing at the Velvet this last weekend. APSU tied for 6th place with a tournament total of 226 after an incredible performance by Jillian Breedlove in the last round when she shot a 68 to tie for her teammate Herzl in 12th place, placing her 4 under par. Overall, the team shot a 304 throughout the entire event, placing them 8 strokes ahead of Tennessee Tech and 6 strokes behind 5th place Murray State. Next up, men's tennis. They won against Oakland and will be continuing on. Your Govs hockey team will be having their very first home game of the season, and that's all for your campus sports.
From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. We transform their learning environment with interdisciplinary virtual reality exercises. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. So we give it to them. Because they learn from experts in the field. They learn with state-of-the-art technology. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay. From the start of an Austin Peay student's journey, they expect more. They expect to gain real-world experiences to set them apart. So we give it to them. We provide them with the knowledge to become sought-after artists. They realize their work elevates our world. They realize dreams become reality. So when our graduates look back, they'll see it all starts at Austin Peay.
Every day, life is full of stories that inspire, entertain, and connect us. Let's take a closer look at the people, trends, and moments that bring color to our world. We hear so much on social media about how much protein is good for you. It may be hard to figure out what works best for you. And while protein is incredibly important for our health, consuming too much at the expense of other types of nutrition comes with some risk. In Monday's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on how much protein the average person actually needs and why experts say having a healthy diet is all about balance.
It's part of a healthy diet. Protein from sources like lean meats, chicken, eggs, and legumes can help you build and maintain muscle, but it should be just one part of your plate.
If protein has the best PR team in nutrition right now, fiber's really the unsung hero.
Michelle Cardell with Weight Watchers International says fiber gets lost in the protein hype, but it deserves just as much, if not more, attention. She says trends like the carnivore diet, made up of only animal products, are concerning.
It's extremely restrictive, cutting out nearly all plant foods, which are going to be rich sources of fiber and vitamins, minerals, and then phytochemicals that are linked to long-term health.
Cardell says actual protein needs vary based on age, body composition, activity level, and health goals. But she says a good rule of thumb for more sedentary adults is about 1 gram of protein per kilogram of weight. So for a person who weighs 150 pounds, that translates to about 68 grams of protein each day.
More active individuals or older adults, those who are seeking weight loss, and those looking to build or preserve muscle may benefit, though, from higher intakes.
Cardell says to aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, but also make sure to keep a balance with your eating patterns.
As a dietitian, it would make my heart very happy if everyone's plate included a lean source of protein, a great source of fiber, and some healthy fats to help with that heart health and brain health.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Cardell says people who are aiming to lose weight, especially those who are taking GLP-1 drugs, may want to increase their protein intake to about 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of weight to help muscle repair, to feel fuller longer, and to reduce muscle loss. Tennessee comedian Nate Bargatze brought his family-friendly humor to the Emmy Awards Sunday night. Bargatze opened the show with a sketch alongside Saturday Night Live stars poking fun at the future of television and streaming. He also introduced a creative donation challenge, pledging $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club, adding or subtracting $1,000 depending on the length of the winner's speeches. The tally was deep in the red by the end of the night, but Bargatze and CBS closed the night pledging a combined $350,000 to charity.
Austin Peay State University has opened its brand new Health Professions building, the largest academic facility in school history. The 114,000 square foot building will house programs in nursing, radiologic technology, social work, counseling, and more. It also includes 2 community clinics, one for psychological counseling and another for speech and swallowing therapy, giving graduate students real-world experience while providing affordable services to the Clarksville area. University leaders say the building will help meet the growing demand for healthcare workers across Tennessee. Applications are now open to fill the Clarksville and Montgomery County School Board vacancy for District 3, with a term running through August 2026. Herbert Nelson resigned on August 26, leaving the seat open. District 3 covers part of the northwest Clarksville from the state line to Bel Air, roughly Fort Campbell Boulevard to Big West Fork Creek. Eligible candidates must be at least 18, residents and qualified voters in District 3, have lived in the country for a year, and hold a high school diploma or GED. Submit a letter of interest, resume, diploma, GED, and voter registration card by noon on Wednesday, October 29th. Candidates will be allowed 5 minutes to speak at the County Commission's informal meeting on Monday, November 3 at 6 p.m. Final vote to appoint will take place at the Commission meeting on Monday, November 10th at 6 p.m. in the Commission chambers at the County Courthouse.
So Caleb, you got any fun plans for this weekend?
I'm going to be helping out, do some volunteering with my old high school, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of volunteer work do you think you'll get into?
I'm going to go help out with their JRTC program, just try and inform those kids, tell them like how stuff works in the real world.
That's really fun. Me personally, I'm going to be working a lot this weekend, just keeping up with school assignments like all of us students, and, just hanging out with friends, trying to relax and recharge for next week.
That's awesome. It's really about the relationships in college that keep you going. it's not just doing the schoolwork, but also forming these relationships with people, getting those sort of like branches and networks going.
Yeah, I definitely agree. A lot of the people that I've met here at Austin Peay during my college experience are friends that I think I'll have for life, and that can be very impactful for sure.
Me personally, that's what I think college is all about, really. Just making these sort of relationships, and with the not even just with students, but with teachers as well, professors. They can help you out with internships, future programs, or even working on broadcasts just like this.
Very true. College is a great place to network and get in touch with people who can help you be better at your chosen career.
Right. And you can even get people coming out of this college to help you sort of form out what other people want to do. My high school AV teacher actually went here to Austin Peay, Mr. Aaron King. Hope he's watching. Hope he's doing well as well. He inspired me to sort of go here at Austin Peay State University and do broadcasts like this.
That's really awesome.
Hope to see him down the road sometime. I know my friend Bree also works here at APSU. She was also a student of Mr. King. We talk with him all the time still.
Yeah, it's nice to see the kind of impact he's had on you and your career trajectory.
Right. It was just great. And I went to West Creek. Did you go to West Creek?
No, I actually grew up about an hour away from Clarksville, so I'm not familiar with any of the local schools.
Really? So that's all we have for that. That's all the time we have for today. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram APSU_TV. Thank you for watching your APSU-TV News Update. We'll be back next time, and as always,
let's go Peay!